Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. You're joining us today for the Entrepre-Doers morning show. With me as always is my co-host Tommy 2.0, the Bargain Effect, Destiny the Shamrock Pixie, and we have a very special guest today, Josh, aka Harry Tornado. So glad that everyone has come out to join us this morning, and we're going to be talking about some really awesome stuff with Josh today. But just in the odd case that somebody here doesn't know who you are, Josh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Josh, also known as Harry Tornado. I'm a full-time reseller from Columbia, South Carolina. And I mainly sell on eBay. Probably do 90% of my sales on eBay. And probably 90% on eBay, 5% Facebook Marketplace, and 5% Amazon. Just to give you a good breakdown. I've been doing reselling YouTube videos since February, and I love it. I love the community. I love being a part of it. I love when my videos help people. I love when I see videos that help me. So I'm excited to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
That's great, man. We actually probably started YouTube right around the same time. I started the end of January.
Yeah, I actually started my channel back last September, but I wasn't even reselling at the time. I was just making dumb videos, and then I made like a Goodwill video like randomly, and that was like the best performing one. I was like, okay, let me just keep doing this, and just started from there.
That's awesome, man. There's a lot of people excited about you being here, man. Jarhead Entrepreneur says, "Bring on the tornado." That's awesome. So we got following the tornado over to your show. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Anybody that's followed the tornado over here, I really appreciate you guys being storm chasers this morning. I want to go ahead and greet a few people. Justin Jacobs is the first one in chat this morning. That means he gets brownie points. For anybody that don't know what that is, me and Tommy started a thing, essentially that anyone who's first in chat, we send a brownie themed gift at the end of each month. So Justin Jacobs is definitely gunning for them little Debbies.
The standings right now are Craig and Steven Scroggins are tied at 6 entries, and Justin's tied at 5. So if Justin gets in here first tomorrow, we're gonna have a 3-way tie. So we're gonna have a brownie point breaker during the show or something.
Just have like a death match.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have something.
We'll have like a ladder match with a box of little Debbies hanging from the ceiling. I think that would be awesome. Then we have Destiny in here second. You almost had it.
No, I get brownies anytime I want, so I'm not part of that. I'm here to support.
We have Jamie Rumstump Reseller saying, "Dang it, man, she just missed out on it." Matt BK Vending and Flipping, good morning, my man. Moronic Pest, Swamp Picker, what is up? I want to say thanks to Josh for the $5 super chat. That was super nice, man. I'm like,
I get half of that.
I just see you at the top, so I have no idea what you said yet. I'm kind of like scrolling from actually, you're at the bottom. I'm scrolling from the top. Jarhead Entrepreneur. We have Alexis. Thanks so much for being here today, Alexis. Swamp Picker. This is a 5.1. I'm guessing he's talking about the tornado. Cajun Roots Reseller. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Bluegrass Picker. What's up, Anthony? Bees Knees, Mommy Granny. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. It's good morning, number 2. Reseller King, what's going on, my man? Good to see you today. Kelly the Ecom Mom Ward, just getting ready to do a Frankenbox, sending more wrapping paper. That's what's up, Kelly. I need to go pick me up some of that wrapping paper before it gets too late. Diane Matthews, good morning. Glad to see you here again. Appreciate you being here all the time. Got the Land Shark Picker. He's in a tight battle with Steven Scroggins and Justin Jacobs. Better show them shark teeth, man. We have Resell King. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for being here. Steampunk Town. Good morning, my man. Dude, I don't know why you're always gray. I could have sworn I gave you a wrench already. I'll give you one now. DC Sales, the master of the license plate, is with us. Good morning, everyone. I'm trying to figure out how to make a video for this hashtag Sarts. Yeah, just record it. You know, I would love to see you do a video, D. That's what I was just telling Destiny. She doesn't know what Sarts is yet, but she's going to learn today. But
nobody would fill me in.
I was telling her that she would be able to make a really good Sarts video with the stuff that she makes. We have Ciosa Sales. Good morning, Lisa. Just Me, Kathy. What is up? Over the years, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Anna Mora, good morning to you. Lisa C, good morning. Got some bargain effect guy here.
Hey, what's up?
Eric Bischoff, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks so much for jumping in the hangout yesterday. Blue Rhino Liquidations. What's up, my man? There we go. Josh should start this off right with his super chat. Thanks again for that.
Yeah, man.
Gate City Picker, what's up, Paul? In it to flip it. Good to see you. In it to flip it wants to know if you got Murph out.
Yeah, he's out right now. I'm sure, like, once I start talking about Sarts, he's going to hear it and then want to come back and distract us.
For sure. Cajun Roots Reseller says, followed Harry Tornado here. Thanks so much for popping over. I appreciate it. Anthony, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. That was super kind of you. Glock 30 fan, what is up? Cherry Picker, what's going on? Veronica, good to see you this morning. Jennifer Hayes, good morning. Piedmont Picker, what is going on, my man? Daytona 1295, new to the channel, followed Hair Tornado. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Aaron Marcus, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Philly Picker, what's going on, my man? Old School Picker, what's up, Larry? AKA Chris. Yeah, Kelly, I think Nate might be sleeping this morning. That's what she just asked. Is Nate sleeping this morning? Probably. We were talking off live before this. Should we call and wake him up this morning? Drop a 1 in the chat if you think we should call and wake Nate up.
Wake him up live. Wake him up live on air.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of ones so far.
Like they took yesterday off, and yet he's sleeping in.
Right.
Eric Bischoff says he's fixing his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was up late on Tommy and Tracy's channel. I saw him there.
There's a lot of ones there. Isn't
Totally wake him up. Yeah, we can do that. Should we wake him up now, or should we like give him a little bit of time to wake up on his own?
Well, if we wake him up now, then he might make it in before the end of the show after he grooms his beard and all of that.
Call Nate every day. I'm hustling.
You know, he's got to put his syrup in there in the morning. You know,
Syrup.
Let Dr. T talk first.
waiting for his hello.
He's ghosting us.
He's probably lurking.
One call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Nope.
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any
We
messages.
can't even troll his mailbox. Well, we
I don't understand how a mailbox could get full.
probably because he doesn't check his messages. He's sleeping on them too. Well, we tried, guys. It's okay. We'll get the message around 11:15 saying, "Oh man, I slept."
Gosh, I'm envious of your computer chair, man. I need to upgrade.
Yeah,
This I think I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $40 or so. It's pretty good.
Really? I was looking at one today. There's somebody in the next town over, and they have bought it kind of looks like Justin's RVAs, but it's got like built-in massagers in the lumbar and stuff. And $140 for it on Amazon. It's $2.25. They're like, it's just too big. It's got the kick out footrest and all of that. I'm like, hey, I bought you rims and tires yesterday. I can buy a computer shirt. But yeah, I need to upgrade. These chairs are seen its day.
That's heavy. On my way.
Yeah.
So I think he got the message without actually getting the message. That's awesome.
His voicemail's probably yelling at him.
Probably.
What does your sweater say, Josh?
Support your friends.
That's awesome. That's perfect for today, man. So
I have my graphic designer design this. I have hoodies available for sale on my eBay store, and I don't have these on my eBay store. I sold out of these in my live show on Friday, but I'm ordering more posters. And I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do something with my Patreon with shirts and hoodies and stuff and the posters. So I'll probably make a whole video about that on my channel coming up next week.
What is the poster?
It says the same thing. It's support your friends, but it's just a different design. It's like a pink and blue sky design.
That's cool.
With the same logo.
I like that.
Because there are people that don't want to spend $30 on a hoodie. They can get the poster. I think it's like $10 is what I sold out of the first batch. I was just asking $5 free shipping, just not really making a profit. And like 7 out of the 9 people that bought them paid me $10 anyway, just because they're awesome. So I figured I'd just ask $10 from now on. So, but I don't have any more of the posters right now.
What's the largest size the hoodie comes in?
But I don't know. I do all the hoodies print on demand, so it's whatever Printful offers. I think they go up to like 3X or 4X. It's pretty big.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm selling the hoodies like at cost. Like the sizes small through like extra large are like $25 plus shipping, which is what they cost. Like what I have to pay Printful. And then the larger sizes just go up based on, I think the 4Xs go up to like $29 or $30 or so.
Morning, Nate.
Good morning, Nate.
How we doing today?
Did you he's wiping away the eye crust.
The question is how you doing?
I'm doing fantabulous now.
Did you hear your phone ring? Is that what woke you up?
No, my wife woke me up.
Yeah, I was just telling Tommy before we went live. I was like, I really wish I had Amber's number so we could like text her, hey, go shake Nate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that after the show.
Yeah, for sure. So we were talking like off air before the show started, and we were like, should we call Nate like live and like wake him up, like just about
Anthony froze.
That thing, and everybody wanted to be woken up. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Good to see you, bud. Thrift Mind is in the house. Jordan's in the house too. What's up, Jordan? My flipping life. Yeah, so Peddling Profits, good morning to you as well. So we have a question by DC Sales wanting to know, so what is #Sarths?
Okay, so I made a video on my channel last like 2 days ago. It's called, I don't know what it's called, something Sarths, like explaining it. It's a hashtag. It's SARTHS. I came up with it for 2 reasons. One, because it's terrible. It's so bad and it's so hard to say. And I just think it's fun. But it stands for Support a Reseller this holiday season. And I wanted to do just a live video, or not a live, like an unedited video where I showed 10 things in my store that I think would make cool Christmas gifts. And, they could be gag gifts. They could be real gifts. Just stuff. It could be things that have sat in your store a long time that people just don't see. And I was guilty of not, like, I would support people's YouTube channels. Like I would go and subscribe, but I rarely visited other YouTube resellers, eBay stores. It's just not, I just don't do a lot of shopping on eBay. So I wanted to try to start this to just bring more attention to, like, it's cool to support each other's YouTube channels and watch each other's videos, but most resellers aren't even monetized on YouTube, so it's not like making them any money. So you make a video, you don't have to edit it. If you want to edit it, you can. If you're uncomfortable posting an unedited video, you can edit out stuff. But I just want to be like, whatever you're most comfortable with, make a video, show me 10 things that you've got for sale. And then we all just watch each other's videos and try to support each other, buy things for people on our Christmas list or Hanukkah list, whatever floats your boat.
Yep.
And so far, I think it's pretty good. I think there's like 10 or 11 people that have made videos. I've bought like 5 or 6 things so far. I've made over $250 in sales from my store, about things that people bought from the video I posted and other things that people just bought from my store. So I think it's a cool idea. This way to, market your own store, support other people, shop for people on your Christmas list without, I'm guilty of doing all my Christmas shopping at TJ Maxx. That's just, I like it. There's stuff for everybody there. But that doesn't really support anybody except TJ Maxx. So if I can buy stuff from your store to, fit somebody on my Christmas list this year, I will do that. And that's what I've been doing. And it's just really all like, I bought something from Pick and Roll. That was my first one. And I was trying to pay full price for it because I think he offered like $15. It was like a golf trivia game. And I paid full price, and then he gave me a partial refund. And I bought something from BK Vending and Flipping, and I like offered him an amount on that, like sent him an offer, and he sent me another offer of a lower amount. So people are just really cool about like supporting each other and making sure everybody gets good deals.
Yep. If anybody wants to get me a gift this holiday season, hit up Ryan and Pam for that awesome video game haul they got. That is amazing. Yeah. If you haven't seen that video, guys, go check that out. But yeah, I just thought it was an amazing concept that you came up with there, Josh. And I knew that I wanted to support it. And I know we were all talking about it yesterday on the morning show too, like how we'd all like to, get involved. Well, not. I don't know if were we talking about it live or were we talking about that off air? I can never remember, like, because our conversations blend so often.
Are you talking about your charity thing?
Oh no, that was that. I know that was through Messenger, but we were talking about it yesterday, like through chat, like not chat, but like live. Like I don't know if we were off air or on air, chatting with each other face to face.
I don't remember, honestly. I think we mentioned
it. You're the one who brought it up, Tommy.
Yeah, we mentioned it on air.
Oh, did
I
we?
think we talked a little bit more about it off air. I know it was talked about in the show because I remember comments on it.
Yeah, but I knew immediately it was something I wanted to get behind. You know what I mean? Because not even so much for like me to get the extra sales. If I do, that's awesome. But I want to be able to just continue to support the community and to like kind of just show love to everybody out there and to just do something that a lot of people can be unified in. I thought that was a great way to spearhead that, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, I think being a business for yourself, you have to constantly be thinking about ways to market. I've noticed a lot of YouTube resellers, like when they sell their merch or anything like that, they usually donate the money. But I just want people to know that it's okay to make money. Like, I feel like there's like a stigma. Like, I don't want to sell my t-shirts and make money because I feel weird. Like, there's nothing weird about that. If people like your videos and you have merch and they buy it they want to support you, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to, make merch there's nothing wrong with making merch and donating the money either.
Yeah.
But like, I know John Cincinnati Picker, he's donating all of his money from his hoodies. Garage Flips donated all his money from his mugs.
Yep.
Thrift Bond donated their money to that lady for, I forgot what their charity was. And that's totally fine, but it's also fine to make money. So I'm constantly thinking about ways to benefit the reselling community while helping myself out financially, because I'm doing this full time. We have to make a living, So I noticed that video, I don't know, it had like 7 or 8 dislikes. I'm sure not everybody liked it, like the idea. They probably thought, my friend Emily Conway, she was like, so this is just a sneaky way to try to sell a weird kangaroo. Like, you have to watch the video to know what she's talking about.
I think that kangaroo is cool, man.
Yeah, it's still available. Somebody could buy it. But I was like, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm sharing these items because I want them to be sold. And I can't list the kangaroo on eBay anyway. I guess I could, but I don't want to chance it. But yeah, it's a way, we're marketing. But I'm also helping the community and like buying things from people, So
yeah, for sure.
I try to come up with ideas that help me, obviously, because that's what you have to do to be a business owner, but also help other people, because I think that's the way to just help my brand, help Harry Tornado. I want people to always recognize me as someone who's like striving not to only benefit himself, but also benefit the community. But you know, there's just a balance. Like if you make a YouTube channel and donate all your money away and you know, you're trying to do a full-time reseller, like it's tough. It's tough. You've got to figure out ways to make money. And if you can do that in a way that people like and people enjoy and people want to get on board and support, that's even better.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. Like Destiny's trying to do with her making, you know, we self-make the shirts, or she does majority of it, and the mugs and stuff. Is we're in it. We're trying to make some money off of it, but we're also not trying to charge a phenomenal rate. We're trying to make it affordable for people, you know, because not everybody can afford to pay like the Teespring prices and the Amazon merch prices. And then
Teespring is good because it like puts it on the video, like you see it right below your channel, but their turnaround time is really long. Like it generally takes like a month or so to get your item, and the prices are high. So I, went and used Printful and linked that to my eBay store, and I probably don't get as much traffic as I would get if I used Teespring, but the people that want a t-shirt are not having to pay as much, and they're getting their product faster.
Right.
That's good. Yeah. I've just started using Prints by TBE, the up and coming printing business.
We're trying, and then we're also going, for the people that are really on a tight budget, we're going with like what we classify like a grade A handpicked pre-owned clothing line, where so you can really get yourself a good deal and not have to have that retail price of a normal gilding shirt. You could actually get a higher quality shirt for a cheaper price because it's pre-owned, but no show of wear.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think people are becoming more and more open to not only buying used clothing and goods for themselves, but maybe even giving it away. For the SARS video, I recommended lower priced new inbox items. Because those are going to be the things that are sell. If you make if all your 10 items you sell or you put in your video are under $20 and new in box, you're probably going to sell all of them. I might buy one. Somebody else will probably buy one. But if you sell used jackets, it may be a good jacket, but if it's like $75, like it's going to be tougher to sell. Just got to know what people are shopping for. And I try to do that in my store, coming up in fourth quarter, I try to stock my store with new in-box items because I know those are going to be the things that are going to sell a little bit better this time of year. But I'm personally okay. Like I buy all my clothing used. I buy anything I found. I found like saran wrap at Goodwill the other day, and I bought that. It was like unopened, but I'm like anything I can thrift. I'm over the stigma, and I think us as a culture are getting there. But it may take a few more years.
I was just reading Steven Scroggins' message there. It says, Anthony, that ain't right. Nate and Tommy got coffee assistants. Yeah. Ash is upstairs, probably deeply snoring right now. She has a day off, and she doesn't get that very often. So I'm going to let her sleep in.
Believe me, I gotta add that to my my business budget. Having a coffee lady.
Well, did you like a small local bank or like a credit union? Because if you have a bank like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they would never do anything like that.
Yeah, that's really cool though to hear something like that. I just got a bunch of business cards printed. I might actually go around to some different places and just kind of post them up on bulletin boards. I don't know if you guys have Sheets where you're at. It's it's kind of like it's a gas station. They have made to order food, stuff like that. They always have different boards you can go and just tack business cards on. And there's several places like that around the area that I might go and do that. Just tack some cards up and see if that generates any business.
Yeah. I try to think when I do my marketing stuff, I try to think what I do. I've seen those boards, we go to a San Jose Mexican restaurant every Sunday, and there's a huge board in front and there's thousands of business cards on there. And I've put business cards on there. I've known people to put business cards on there. I've never seen anybody go to that wall and look for somebody to buy from or buy a product or service from.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just haven't seen people. But like, if I need a service, like I'm just gonna Google it, you know. And so like whatever you see other people doing as far as marketing probably isn't the best thing to do, because once everybody starts doing it, it's saturated and doesn't work anymore. So you have to constantly be innovative and look for the untouched corners of the market to get in. You know, the same with like YouTube. Like if you start a YouTube channel and you just make the same videos as everybody else, you're not going to get any traction. You have to have something that sets you apart. You have to provide some sort of value, whether that be educational or entertainment. For me, I try to have a mixture of both of those. You know, I'm certainly not the largest channel out there, and you don't have to be. I like YouTube because there's no right or wrong way to do it. I mean, you got guys like Part-Time Pickers who's literally just, you know, holds his phone up and records, and he doesn't really have a super bright, energetic personality, but he's got 14,000 subscribers. He and I hit 1,000 subscribers the same exact day. He's got 10,000 more subscribers than I did the last 5 months. And he's not, our channels are completely different.
Yeah.
So there's no right or wrong way to do it, but just, if you're not seeing some traction in whatever your business venture is, whether that be YouTube or reselling, just reevaluate your marketing strategies and try to, you know, change it around and see what happens. Yeah,
that's definitely a good way of looking at it. So I got to ask, just because I'm curious, why the name Hairy Tornado? What's the origin story of that?
It was my gamer tag in college. I wanted something unique, and I'm very hairy. I'm a very hairy person. Body hair is just a very fruitful hair glands. So hairy was the first word, and then I'm also very messy. My room, at least in college, looked like a tornado came through. So Hairy Tornado, that was my gamer tag. Then it became my Instagram name, and then it became my YouTube channel.
Cool. You know, every time I hear Hairy Tornado, the name, the image of the Tasmanian devil pops in my head.
It's funny. Like I was on Nick Nimmons' channel the other day. He's a YouTuber that talks about YouTube. He's got very good information. Yeah, and I sent him a super chat, and they said my name out loud, and they both laughed. He and his brother were on there, and that happens a lot. Like usually, if people don't know me and they read my name out loud, they always laugh or make a comment about it. And honestly, it's part of marketing. Like the worst name you can have, like some guy was on our chat the other day, and his name was like John 811872 or something, like just a bunch of numbers. I'm like, if you want to start a YouTube channel and grow an audience, that is the worst name you could possibly have. You have to have something that's unique, something people can remember. And I think Hairy Tornado is very memorable. And it's just marketing, helps with branding. I think a problem in our reselling community is that a lot of people sound the same. There's a lot of people with flipper or flipping, picker. And while that's appropriate and there's nothing wrong with it, it just makes it harder to stand out. Like, I'm like, okay, is it Cincinnati picker? Is it Tennessee picker? Is it Georgia picker? Right. Is it Florida picker? Like which picker is it? So it's, just your name's not super important, especially your eBay store. Like nobody cares about your eBay store name, but for your social media, YouTube account, like come up with a name that's memorable, simple, and easy to spell. Like Rally Root's problem is that a lot of people search them on YouTube by RALLY. Like their name's great. Like Rally Root's perfect name. Yeah. It's unique. It's a great brand, but a lot of people misspell it. So if you're thinking about something, try to get something that people cannot misspell.
I remember when I followed you so long ago, I can't even remember what the first video was, but it had something to do with reselling. And it wasn't even the title that caught my eye. I mean, it was a reselling video, but when I seen the name, it was like, I gotta check this guy out, see what a Hairy Tornado is all about. For sure. It was the name that pulled me in more than it was the content that whatever that video was. I can't even remember it.
Yeah.
The first video I remember is when he tried on a pair of homemade pants.
Yeah, that was a video I made celebrating 100 subscribers, and it's cool. Like looking back on that and like seeing like how far I've come, and other channels too. Like when I first subscribed to Part-Time Pickers, he was at like 300 subscribers. Yeah, like I said, now he's at 14,000. So it's cool. Like kind of, it's almost like you're investing in people, and then when you see them succeed later on, you can look back and like, hey man, I was subscribed to you and you were at 300, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool.
Well, I know you said you're a gamer. You don't play Game of Thrones, do you? It's like a mobile phone game.
I don't.
Okay.
I used to be a gamer. I was like, I probably have 600 hours put into Skyrim. Really, the only thing I play now is Minecraft, and I don't really play that much, just occasionally, like once a week, maybe.
The reason why I asked is because there's actually a person named Harry Tornado
In Game of Thrones?
Yes.
I should sue them because I've had this name since
Well,
2010.
no, I mean, like, it's someone's like username, like, you know, their game tag for that game. Like, like, for example, like my name, I can't say my name on here, but it's not
appropriate.
Yeah. But
your gamer tag's not appropriate?
Yeah, well,
don't they block them though?
It's not like crazy, but it's not appropriate.
Dude, I know you personally. It's crazy.
so that's you can name yourself like King whatever, or you know, whatever. So this person has it is Harry Tornado, and that's why I was like, that's got to be you. I was like,
gotta be. I'm actually surprised because like usually anytime I have to sign up for a new account and pick a username, I pick Harry Tornado, and it has never been taken ever. So
maybe it will be now that you're starting to get a lot more followers.
I guess maybe
like
all the accounts I need though. I should buy harrytornado.com just in case.
Right.
Myra Lane says, do you even have to have a YouTube channel to be a reseller? No.
Not at all.
But it helps. I mean, YouTube, like, it's a lot of work at first, but like now I'm getting to where I'm making like an extra about $500, maybe $600 a month just from YouTube, not including viewer sales. And I've had over $200 in viewer sales in the last 2 days. So that's $700 this month just from YouTube. So it can definitely help.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way of looking at it. I've mentioned several times on the show that I've actually built the YouTube channel into my business plan. Just watching, guys like Lonnie and Justin and the way that they do, business, and they often have several viewer sales, per, daily upload. Not that like I kind of want to market myself towards like, hey, viewers, you need to come buy from me. But my concept is everything we do as a reselling YouTube channel, it's like a commercial for like what you have. You know what I mean? Like if somebody sees, like, for example, like I saw Ryan and Pam had that awesome, video game score. Like I was like stocking the store waiting for stuff to get listed because you know what I mean? Like that's my cup of tea. I love video game stuff. So every single upload we do, where we show any form of product, that's a free commercial to however many people are going to watch that video.
Yeah. I think this is one of the only niches where you can make YouTube videos about how you make money and make money from those videos. Yeah. And like, it seems too good to be true, but it's not. Like it works and people like it. People enjoy it. So it can be very lucrative, but YouTube it's a long grind. I mean, I've made over 100 videos, probably have 3 to 4 hours in each video. And I've made like $1,200 from YouTube total since I became monetized. So it's not a lot of money at first, but you look at channels like Daily Refinement, but by the time you count in his CPM for all of his videos and his super chats and his reseller field guide purchases and his Audible, sponsorship from Audible, I mean, he's probably making close to $10,000 a month just from YouTube, not including any reselling.
That's awesome.
So it takes a lot of time for him. He posts like 4 or 5 videos a week, but $10,000 a month, I'll make 2 videos a day.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely. And there's just so many opportunities that come with putting yourself out there on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's
so many options to monetize. Like you were saying, like you should never just look at getting paid by AdSense, which is the money that actually comes from YouTube, Google. That's not very much. But if you can add Amazon affiliate links, like I'm I don't know, make like $30 a month from Amazon affiliate links. That doesn't cost me anything to set up. It's a free account. If people want to support your channel but don't want to buy merch or don't want to spend money on you, just want to support you, they can click your Amazon affiliate link and buy anything they want from Amazon, and you'll get usually about 4% of that profit of that sale. You can do merch. You can sell hoodies. I'm not making any money on these hoodies, but it's cool. You could do a Patreon. I'm starting a Patreon next week. There's just I can think of like 10 different ways you can monetize a YouTube channel. So back to what Maria was saying, you don't need to have a YouTube channel to be a reseller, but if you want to go full time and you're working by yourself, I think it's pretty difficult to make a full-time living reselling by yourself without the benefits of a YouTube channel, without the exposure that comes with it, without the branding, without the additional income from monetization. I think it's not necessary, but it is a huge benefit.
Yeah, for sure. Lisa's asking, how do you feel about people doing the finds videos? Like, hey, I got this for $1, then it's in my store for $80. Personally, I like it just because it shows me a bolo. Like, okay, if I see that same item out, I'm going to pick it up because I know that I can get it cheap and sell it high. So I don't have any problem with people doing that. I mean, for me, I take that as an educational experience. I know some people might look at it as, oh, well, they only paid $1 and they're charging, $79 more than that. But by the same point, most people that do this is their livelihood. This is their business. Like, for example, I made a sale, believe it or not, some beard cream, maybe 6 months ago. And I forgot to pull off the 50-cent Walmart clearance price tag, and I sold it to the guy for like $21.95. And he messaged me and he's like, dude, you got this for 50 cents and you sold it to me for $21.95. Like, what is up with that? And I was like, at first I was kind of like crapping my pants, like, oh God, what do I say? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell the guy the truth. I literally just told him, like, hey man, I'm sorry that, it came across like that. But this is what I do for a living. Like, I support my family by buying items at a low cost and then reselling them for market value. And he got back to me like, oh, I never thought people actually do that for a living. I said, yeah, this is, I basically told him, like, how I got into reselling and everything like that. And he was totally cool with it. He goes, all right, man, if you get any more, send me a message. I'd love to support you. So
I have people like that too, because I lately I've been doing handwritten thank you notes, but on my typed thank you notes, I have my YouTube channel on there.
Yeah.
And people are so worried about that. Like, Daily Refinement posted a video yesterday, I think. At least I watched it yesterday, and he was talking about just like what you said. Like, he's like, one of the biggest mistakes is when people leave their price tags on things, because the majority of the population do not like when people make profits off of them. Yeah. Like, if somebody buys something from your store for $90, they would prefer that you spent $90 or more on that product. Like, right. They don't, even though they know, like, business, like, you have to make a profit, people just inherently aren't okay with paying more than items worth, even though everything they buy in life is paying more than the previous person, bought it for. But for me, I mean, I say what I pay for everything, because I don't think people care about how much profit I make as long as they get the item at a fair market value or below that. So if I found I found some Disney collectibles, Ticklish Turtle from the Snow White movie. I paid $7, like $7.92 for that. And on Amazon, they're like $180, and on eBay, they're like $150 to $175. I've got it listed for $150. I'm saying this in a live video. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, I'll give you 10 for it. You can make $3 in profit. I'm like, no, because the market value there are sold comps for this item for $150 to $180. I priced it on the low end of the sold comp, so it will sell. If you don't want to buy it from me, that's fine. Somebody else will. As long as you price your items at a fair market value, they're going to sell. Whether or not somebody in your YouTube comments thinks you're a jerk for making too much money.
Yeah, Kelly Lecom Mom said you shouldn't tank the prices of things just because you get it at a lower price. Absolutely. I completely agree with that, especially on platforms like Amazon, where like literally people are going to lose a lot of money just by prices tanking. But on eBay too, like, for example, this was an eBay sale that I forgot to remove the label on, and the guy was totally understanding. You know what I mean? Like, if people know you're not out to like rip them off or to, do anything shisty towards them. Typically, like they understand, like, oh, well, I have a full-time job. I go and spend 40 hours a week doing this or that, and that's how I support my family. So if people understand that this is your livelihood, this is how you either supplement your income or support your family, like, I think most people are going to be understanding to that. Just like Josh said, he includes his YouTube channel in there where people can probably even see him picking up the item, and how much he paid for it and whatnot. So, there's a lot of other people, like Lonnie does that, Justin does that. And I'm sure that there's a lot of other content creators that have kind of gone that route. Have you seen much, like many subscribers come to you from any of your sales?
Yeah. And I want to say this first. I saw that my buddy, the Jarhead Entrepreneur, was hidden by one of your mods. The message that got him hidden was he was responding to somebody and said, I will be starting my eBay videos, and I plan on doing haul videos to help educate other resellers on what to look for. The goal for my channel is to help spread my reselling tips. I get why he was hidden. It seems like a little bit of self-promotion, but I think live videos are a great way to self-promote. I got my first probably 1,500 subscribers by commenting on live videos, leaving super chats, getting shout outs that way. So, I mean, I think the Jarhead Entrepreneur did a good job there of not like pushing it, but just saying, hey, I'm doing a channel. This is what it's about. Cool. Not like, everybody go subscribe to my channel right now, please.
And he shouldn't have been hidden, because we actually, on this show here in this chat, we actually promote self-promotion. I mean, if you have a channel, you have content, you have a store, anything you want to promote, we welcome that in our chats, as long as it's not like on a spamming.
Yeah. I didn't think that was spammy. Like, there's a fine line,
Right.
No, that
was totally fine.
That was
trying to figure
And
out
it
why
might
was
have been
hidden.
an accident too. He might have hit the buttons trying to get to his channel and hit the wrong button, because the chat, moves in
Maybe.
sometimes.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
Jarhead, I unhid you. You're good, man.
Yeah.
I
gave you a
we were trying to figure out how to do over here, and you already beat us to it.
I don't want to leave now, buddy.
Using my wrench. But you're saying how many like subscribers come into sales? Lately it's more. I mean, the last 2 days it's been awesome. I mean, I think all of my sales over the last 2 days have been subscriber sales from the Sarth's thing.
That's awesome.
But generally probably like 2 to 3 a week. But I have people that like Andy Lepper. He's just an awesome guy. He's bought stuff from my eBay store. He's bought my Harry Tornado t-shirt. He bought this hoodie. He bought the poster. He gives me super chats all the time. Like, it doesn't take very many super supportive subscribers like that to really help you make more money on your YouTube channel. Like, if you have 10,000 subscribers and only 100 of them like really are like true fans and they super chat all the time and buy your merch, like, you can make $10,000 a year, just from extra super chats and merch sales.
Yeah.
And that's just 1% of your subscribe, 100 out of every 10,000. And I think in the reselling community, people are generally more supportive of that. So, I mean, I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers, and I probably have like, I don't know, maybe like 50 to 100 people so far that are they show up to all my live streams. They comment on my videos. So you don't have to have your subscribers don't matter. Like, there's channels that have, Bonafide Hustler has like 40,000 subscribers, but his videos get 3,000 to 4,000 views each. And making money on YouTube is about how you connect to your audience. Does your audience watch your videos? Do they super chat? Do they support you in your merch sales? And if you sell guides, he sells guides. So while he has a ton of subscribers, they aren't active. They aren't actively watching his videos, but he's still making money because that smaller supportive subscriber base is still buying his guides and buying merch and buying stuff from his eBay store. So don't be focused so much on subscribers. Just try to build better relationships with those that are already showing passion for your channel.
Actually, DC Cell says, I first learned of Harry Tornado from one of his super chats to Garage Flips It Alive. And the funny thing is, I found you that way too, Josh.
Yeah. Like, the best way to get subscribers is really just find a really popular like live chat going on. If you find a live chat with 100 people in there and you put a $10 super chat, chances are whoever's chat that is going to shout you out anyway. But then people are going to be like, oh, that's cool. Let me go subscribe to that guy's channel. Like David M, the car boot picker, used to be reselling. He gave Tracy the 100-pound super chat.
Yeah.
He got like 200 subscribers from that.
That's awesome.
I mean, I subscribed to him for that. I'm like, dude, you're gonna give $100.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. David's a good guy too. He's like one of those like genuinely nice guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I would put you in that category too, Josh. You're
Thank you. Appreciate that.
one of them like really nice guys that are out there.
Has Wayne bought anything from you guys? He has not bought anything from me that I'm aware of.
I don't really look at the names of people sometimes, but I don't know. I don't
Trust
think
me,
so.
if Wayne bought some from you, you'd know it because it'd probably be a lot.
He must have like Bruce Wayne money.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Hip flipping mama says Anthony is the bomb. Go show her some love, guys. Let's give her 200 subscribers from that. Actually, hip flipping mama is a good part of how I got to 1K. I think she and I probably linked up when I was right around maybe 100 or a little over 100 subscribers. I can't even remember how many subscribers I had, and she like basically promoted the heck out of me for the longest time. So I'm gonna always promote her just because like she, saw something in me whenever no one else on YouTube saw something in me. So I appreciate her very much.
But also, like, I think people think that like shout outs is the only way to grow your channel. Like if you just get a bunch of shout outs, you're going to grow. Like there's some channels I've given shout outs to multiple times and they're still at, 200, 300, 400 subscribers. And the shout outs only work a little bit. You have to give people something as a reward when they come over. Like if I click your channel from a shout out and I go and there's 3 videos with 10 views each and you haven't uploaded in 2 months, there's no reason for me to subscribe to your channel. Like I guess I'll subscribe, but I'm not going to turn on notifications. I'm probably not going to watch any more of your videos. But if I see, you post 2 videos a week every week for 6 months and each video is getting 30 or 40 views, but you're still consistent. If I can see that you can deal with that small amount of reward for your YouTube videos, I'm going to subscribe and watch your videos because I know you're going to get better over time. And I know that you're trying. It's just frustrating when people make 2 or 3 or 4 videos and they get 10 subscribers and they just get frustrated with the growth. They think they should be at 100 videos by their 100 subscribers by their 4th video. And it's not easy. It's not, everyone can't do it. I think everyone should make a YouTube channel just for, documentation. I think it's cool to go back, but everyone, you have to have a good personality or provide good information to have a successful YouTube channel. And if you don't do in the work to do the research to figure out information that people don't already know, if you don't have an energetic personality, Bluegrass Picker says something about how he likes about how I look at the camera. There's just small things like that I've researched. I've watched a ton of channels about YouTube videos, like what makes a good video, looking at the camera, having good lighting, speaking clearly, having, some differentiation in your voice. Like I don't want to watch a YouTube video where you're talking like this the whole time. I got this shirt, I got this mouse at the Benz. Like nobody wants to see that. Like, hey guys, I got this mouse today. Make your videos more energetic and entertaining. Have some variation. I'm trying to incorporate more. Like even though I'm energetic and relatively entertaining, people, if I have a whole video where it's just me sitting here in the office talking, it can get boring. So I try to put music over it when I can. I try to, do a lot of cuts. Some people don't like that. Most people do. I've found. Some people are like, oh, I don't like all the cuts because it makes me dizzy or something. I'm like, okay, well, you're one person, and I have 5,000 other people over here that have subscribed to my channel, and they said they like that. So
I love your editing, man. Like you're like, in my opinion, you're next level when it comes to editing. And
well, see, in the aspect of our reselling community, I think that's true because very few people edit with any, crazy, tactics. It's just basic cutting. But I spent hours and hours watching channels like Peter McKinnon and, video influencers and stuff like that to learn. Like if you go and watch YouTube channels about video editing, their editing is insane. And if you want to make videos in that niche, you have to be on par with that niche. You have to do crazy editing. But if you're making videos in the reselling community where most people are just using a webcam or their iPhone 6, the quality isn't that great. If you can, put up 1080p videos and do some basic editing, throw some music in the background, you're already in the top 20%. And if you can go in and even take it a step further and be energetic, like pair up the really good editing with energy and good information, which is what I try to do, I feel like that's what makes my videos good. And again, I don't say this to brag on myself. I'm just saying that I feel like I've had some success. I've been on doing reselling videos less than a year. And it's not easy to get a large amount of subscribers. I mean, most people that have a large amount of subscribers have been doing it over years. Cincinnati Picker has 60,000 or whatever, but he's been making videos for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So being able to get up to almost 5,000 within the first 8 or 9 months, I think that would be considered successful. So you just figure out what videos you like to watch. That's what I do. Like I watch people, and if I like it, I go back and rewatch the video. And instead of listening to what they're saying, I'm seeing it from a video perspective. Like, what makes this video good? One, I can see their face. If I can't see your face because there's a shadow on it or the camera angle's weird, that's just it's a distraction. If I watch your video and there's a bunch of sound in the background that makes it hard to hear what you're saying, I'm probably not going to watch that video. So just think about that. I want to make a video about 5 easy things that you can change to make your videos better, because it's just easy stuff. Like your lighting, your sound, your looking at the camera. You don't want to look at the camera the whole time, because this can get a little weird if you have a 12-minute video and you never take your eyes off the camera. So I try to look at the camera a little bit and then look away as I think, and then when I'm making a point, look back at the camera. I don't know. And all that, it's not a natural talent. Like some people say, oh, you're so natural on camera. No, I've watched thousands of hours of YouTube videos about how to be good on camera. So you just got to put in the work. I think anybody can do it. Most anybody can do it. But it's not easy.
For sure. I think you have a lot to offer as far as knowledge and growing YouTube and all of that stuff as well. Like just seeing how fast you've scaled. Not saying that you're probably the quickest scaler, but comparatively to a lot of people in the community. Like for example, we started doing reselling content right around the same time, and you've probably outpaced me at a 5-to-1 pace. You know what I mean? So watching this.
And there's part-time pickers who he and I we all started at the same time. So yeah. And there's 3 different levels.
Yeah.
He's at 14,000 subscribers. And then after that, he doesn't really look at the camera a lot. A lot of times when he's filming, I can tell he's looking at the phone screen instead of the lens on the phone. So his eyes are slightly off. But because he provides such valuable information, people don't care. People still subscribe. So you don't have to be good on camera, but he makes up for it because of his invaluable information he provides. I mean, he's for a part-time reseller. It's just insane.
Yeah, I totally agree. Veronica's asking, if we are just starting and only a handful of videos, would you be willing to do a review and give tips so we can move on successfully? Are you asking Josh, or are you just asking us in general? I'd be willing to take a look at your stuff and give you any kind of pointers. Not that I'm any kind of expert.
None of us are.
Yeah. But yeah,
I have YouTube channels with millions and millions of subscribers, but YouTube is it's a game, and you've got to know how to play it. You've got to know what YouTube likes. You got to know what your audience likes. And people, I don't know. It's just, I could talk about YouTube all day long.
Nate, did you hit 300 yet?
No, I'm at 295.
All right. Can I please have 5 people go show Nate some love? I was trying to get him to 500 yesterday, and we failed. So I'm sure that there's probably 5 people in here that don't know this beautiful bearded man over here, right below me. So Nate, if you drop your link in the chat, I also have him linked below. I'd appreciate you guys going to show him some love, get him over that barrier.
Perlini says, I can't stand videos with music runovers, especially when I'm trying to follow a crochet tutorial. You have to be really careful with putting music over your videos, because if it is one notch too loud, it becomes a distraction instead of a seasoning. a good solid little music in the background, very, very quietly, can really make your video pop. But if it is literally going from a level 2 volume to a level 3 volume, it instantly becomes a distraction. I've made that mistake. One of my videos, the music was too loud. I had a bunch of people tell me in the comments, and I just left the video up. It's still a good video, but I learned. So now, like, I literally just barely put it in the background. Like, if I'm talking, you can't even hear it. But if there's any silence, there's a little bit of music, and I think it adds.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, when I first started watching videos on the printing stuff that we're doing, I got real annoyed and turned off real quick when I was trying to watch the video to learn something, and then all of a sudden the music was over it, and I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know? Or it was completely silent. They're not explaining anything, and they're just doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you gotta. You're doing instructional videos. You gotta do instructional videos to help people. So I can relate with that. What is the bad news?
I know now you got me. You said something about, casting shadows on your face. So like, because I know here it's like all shadowy. Pull my hat back.
Yeah, it's like the biggest problem. Like one of the guys that did a Spark video. I'm getting an echo on mine. I don't know if it's me or not, but
Here.
one of the guys that did Sarth's video, like he was making it, and he had a great voice. Like he had like a radio quality voice. It was like some guy in Minnesota. Like I don't know. If you search Sarth's, it's like there's only 10 or 11 videos, so just go watch all of them. Great voice. The audio was great, but the window in his room was behind him, and the camera was like exposed to that light coming through the window. So his face was really dark. You couldn't really see his face. And the camera was really low. Like it was like, I have my webcam like up a little bit because it's always more flattering when the camera's looking down on you. You see, you turn your phone on to take a picture and the camera's facing you and it's just like straight triple chin. And it was like, ugh, no way. Like I don't want to watch a YouTube video if the whole YouTube video is like that. Like most people use their laptop ones. So when they're sitting there, the camera is looking up at them and it's just unflattering. So if you want to do live videos, just get an external webcam. This was like, I think I paid like $12 for this one on eBay. And I put it up high so it looks down on me and it just makes my videos look better, in my opinion.
That's one thing I was really considering too, because I have a PC up in my bedroom and I actually bought a webcam for that because it didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I bought it, I had to go and get a monitor for it. And the monitor, like I basically got for free from a buddy, was one that it was like a nice little flat screen one, but it didn't have a camera built in. So I went and bought like a really good webcam for it. So I've been considering actually bringing that webcam down here and using it on my MacBook, just to see if I can get better quality. Because right now, the video you see of me is just right off of the camera that's built into the MacBook.
Yeah. And see, because it looks like all of you are using your basic webcams built into your computer, and it's not bad because in the reselling community, it's what we're used to. It doesn't seem that bad, but I just like, for me, watching all those like video editing YouTube videos and like the high edited videos on YouTube, I know what good video looks like. So even though people in our reselling community aren't really aware of it yet, like I think subconsciously they know. Like I think people like my videos, but they don't know why, So I like this live so I can explain, it's the angle and the light and the audio, I use a mic. It's just little things that just make it seem better. Again, it's not necessary in our niche because people aren't used to high quality video, but it can really set you apart if you just take a few extra steps to kind of get above the competition.
What kind of mic do you use, Harry?
This is an Audio Technica AT220. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for $60. I think on Amazon you can buy them refurbished for like $85 or so. But Suburban Beard uses the Snowball microphone, which is like I don't know, those are probably like 40 or so. Yeah, Snowball. So I mean that sounds great. So just anything.
I actually have the Snowball. I have the C920 and the C922 cameras too. But I think a lot of why it doesn't look that great is probably, like you say, the lighting. I have a lot of distraction in the background that is probably trying to focus everything on, and so I think it's probably distracting to like the actual video software, so I'm not getting that nice crisp clean image.
Mhm.
And that's what I was asking, what do you think? Like, I noticed you guys on your show, you're like, you're at your desks, you got a nice background. Do you think like that versus, we got all our inventory behind us for our workspace, do you feel that has an influence on, like, when you're doing a show type thing like this, your presentation or how people take it?
I think so. I mean, I had another sign here that fell down and broke, and then I had a bear on the door back there that also fell down. I was using double-sided tape, and apparently that doesn't hold up bears. So I need to fix it, but I think it does. If you look at Chris Daily Refinement, he has like a nice couch in his background, and he has like that bright, like green or blue light on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes your videos more fun to watch, I guess, gives people stuff to like. There's a vlogger, his name's Casey Neistat. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I know he is.
But the reason I found his first video, and I was just completely curious about his office, because his office is like in the background like yours, but it's super organized. There's a ton of stuff to look at, and it makes it easier to, like, if he has a part of his video where he's just like talking about something, instead of turning away from the video and clicking off, I just look at the background and like look at all the stuff in the background and try to figure out what it is. So I think it does help. I don't think it's necessary. I saw a lot of Josh doing an interview on some guy's channel. It was, I don't know. He's got like 20,000 subscribers. So I was with that many subscribers, I was expecting better quality, but he was just like, it was like the camera was like pointed up a little bit. And so it was just like, he was just slunched in his chair. He has headphones on, kind of like every day I'm hustling down here. His background was like dirtier than y'all's, like just everything piled up, like totally organized. And he was just like, and it's just like, dude, if you have so many subscribers and you want to get people to watch your video, you have to be, entertaining, just like bubbly, not just like chilling. Like if you're a host of an interview show, like you like at least put in some effort. It looks like he just like started the show with no plan, Though that being said, we do our Josh's of Reselling show. We never have a plan, but it always works out. But I don't know. It just looked like he didn't care.
He really flawed.
He didn't care about his background. He didn't care about cleaning. He didn't care about his presence on camera. And that comes across. And I don't think people like videos like that. That's my opinion. He's got more subscribers than me, so maybe people do like videos like that, but I don't.
Where anybody know where Anthony went? Did we get him at?
Technical difficulties in the chat.
I'm not sure. Moronic Pest says, seeing inventory in the background of resellers is fine with me. It tells me they are a real reseller. Yeah, it's not bad.
Real.
I like Hustle at Home Mom. Like, she has inventory in her background, but it's like all in bins and all organized. And it makes me like, it's like that. It's cool. I know she's a reseller. But this guy had like it was kind of like Suburban Beard's garage. Like, his garage is super unorganized, but for him, it's fun because that's like his personality,
Right.
So I don't know. I think people appreciate a clean background with interesting things in the back. It's worked out for me, but I don't think it's necessary.
I actually thought about doing the whole green screen thing to hide my background, so it
that's an option.
Either appearance. I mean, I have two of them. It's just I rearranged my desk, so now I'd have to move the screens because they're actually tacked to my ceiling, so I could roll them up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing I'm definitely going to do. For one, because of it just looks cleaner, and two, because of how everything's changing with YouTube, and having my kids in lives or whatever just happen to walk past, so just to protect myself.
See, I think that's a big misconception that everybody has, that you're like never going to be able to have your kid pop up in a video, and that's not the case. And I know they're not very clear on it, but everybody thinks like, oh my god, if I'm doing a live and my kid walks by, now that video is demonetized, and that's not the case.
Well, it's being extra protective that way, but also like when my kids are first up and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll be changing the clothes, or my wife's getting them changed, and they'll just happen to like walk around like with one shirt, like no shirt on or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just kind of, well,
Hi.
how did that happen? So that happened.
Oh no.
But
Anthony's the only one who can control it.
Yeah,
you're
trying to
freaking
fight
me
my
out.
way back in, but I was buffering, so I was clicking on the thing, trying to get in there quicker, and I must have accidentally selected your beard.
Good choice. Yeah, it's more of like a protective, like, yeah, just a secondary defense versus a random occurrence like that happening where, you know, now with everything changing, like God forbid my youngest son, who's a toddler, comes in the room with just, you know, just a diaper on, or, you know, just a, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Just protective of that aspect, because, you know, having 3 kids and having them under the same page, knowing the dad's live or whatever, is not a easy thing to do.
For sure.
I realized we never answered that girl's question earlier, asking if we could review her videos. I'll do some self-promotion here. I do offer consulting. I will lead off with, I'm not a professional. I can only help you if you are like brand new to YouTube and don't know anything. I just have a lot of information in my head, so I can help you. I can look at your channel. It's like a 45-minute video chat like this, where you can look at your channel. It's $25. I would love to help everybody, but I have a lot of people email me that want me to look at their channels and stuff. And just to value my time as a human, I like to charge a little bit. So $25, 45 minutes. I will help you with anything YouTube or eBay related. And I won't charge until after it. So you make sure you get your money's worth. I'll have like five people do it, and they've all paid. So I guess they enjoyed it.
Nice. That's awesome. That's cool to know that somebody that has those type of skills is at least willing to, you know, take some time and like go over some stuff like that with somebody.
Yeah. I was like hesitant to charge because I want to help people as much as I can. Mm-hmm. But at some point, you know, I can't just spend my whole day answering emails and reviewing YouTube channels. You know, I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, it also helps weed out people that aren't serious. Like if somebody sends me an email and like, hey, please review my channel, and they've got 2 videos and they haven't uploaded in 3 months, they're not very serious about their YouTube channel. So charging the $25 fee kind of makes it to where, okay, I know you're serious. I'll give you 45 minutes of time. We'll work through this thing.
Sure.
Yeah, Bluegrass Picker. Yeah, I made the Cincinnati Picker. I picked his intro and outro song, made his end screen and his channel bumper, and I made the fist bump logo thing for Rally Roots. Not the logo, but the video of it, like the animation of it.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was talking to Nate the other day, and I was telling, because I watch a lot of the same video people you were talking about, like Nick Nimmin and his brother and mm-hmm. those video guys. And I was telling him, I was like, man, I know what I should do, you know.
Yeah, it's hard. Like it's
I know the lighting, I know the background, I know the effects, I know the how the thumbnails that they're looking for. I don't practice it. I don't practice it because really I probably don't take YouTube as seriously as I should to make it beneficial. But like I say, I was talking with Nate, and then I was talking with Dessa last night, and I was like, you know, I should probably clean up my act on YouTube, and maybe I could actually do something with it, you know, besides just make a video and be here, you know. Because I know everything that I do on YouTube really probably goes against what is the proper thing that YouTube's looking for, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was telling Destiny, I was like, I could show Nate, but it'd be easier if I'm going to show him to just start practicing it myself, and then.
Yeah, because like with my, for example, my thumbnails and stuff like that, I should have a more, you know, more like a theme thumbnail, like, and that's what I kind of started doing with like the Entrepreneur show. You know what I mean? Like I did our logo, and then I might just do different things with it or whatever. Yeah, that's because YouTube wants to see like basically like a theme or a consistency on your thumbnails and in your topics or whatever that you're doing.
Yeah, because YouTube's capable. They can read your thumbnail and your backgrounds and match that with like your title, and then what your show. You know, they have the transcriptions of your show, and all that stuff should coincide. You know, so to have some random thumbnail and then a not a very keywordy friendly catchy title, and then the description, and it's all just kind of all over the place. If you can create a flow, that's optimally what they're looking for. And I know this, I just don't spend the time putting all that together.
Flippin' Crazy said, do you guys talk about COPPA at all yet? No. There's thousands of videos on YouTube about it. I don't think it will affect our niche that much, but I would be wary about letting your kids be in videos. Especially if it's like, I don't know. I just wouldn't put your kids in videos anymore. But I don't really know anything about it. I just there's a whole bunch of other videos of people that are way more qualified than any of us that can give you a whole breakdown about it. But the gist of it is just you need to select the option on your YouTube channel that says your videos are not meant for children, and I would avoid putting any children under the age of 18 in your videos.
We actually did a live show last week on our morning show where we talked about it a little bit. You know, we kind of did a little research into it. So it was on my channel. So if you guys want to go back through any of my Entrepre-Doers shows on my channel, you should be able to see a live show where we talked about it pretty much the whole time. So, you know, anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours worth of conversation about it, where chat put a lot of info into it as well. I did want to address Reseller King's question real quick, just because I keep forgetting to answer it. He's asking, do we have any other income besides YouTube or reselling, like odd jobs? I think Josh might have answered it a little bit with his consulting and stuff like that. But the only other income I have besides my sugar mama, aka wife, is I do weddings, funerals. You know, I do speaking engagements like that. I don't ever try to charge for like going and speaking at a church or anything like that, but oftentimes they want to take up like an honorarium or like a love offering, you know, for me coming and spending my time there that day. So, you know, if they're gracious enough to bless me, I'm, you know, humble enough to receive it. But that's really the only other type of, you know, job income or anything like that I have.
Yeah, I don't do anything that's not reselling or YouTube related.
Yeah, same here. I just do my, you know, Amazon, eBay. YouTube's not a business yet. It will be when it starts turning some pennies for me.
Piedmont Picker says, speaking about what? Jesus. I'm a doubly ordained minister. My wife and I used to actually have a church here in our hometown. It closed in March. So, yeah, I do full-time reselling as a result of that.
Blue Rhino Liquidation says, I connect more with those that choose to give back for nothing. I get time is valuable, but people like Nate and Anthony and Tommy and Lonnie and others never ask for anything in return to help others. That's totally fine. You if you don't want my consultation, you don't have to buy it. It's totally optional. And also, if somebody like Lonnie with 30,000 subscribers, he has more experience in YouTube than all of us. And if you email him to ask him to review your YouTube channel and eBay store, he's probably not going to do that because he has a business to run. You know, I answer questions on Instagram. Every question I get DM'd to me on Instagram, I answer for free. Every email I get with a question, I answer for free. I'm just saying that if you want me to sit down and donate 45 minutes of my time to specifically helping you and your business get better, I'm asking for $25. So I'll answer questions if you just want to send me an email. And I think all of us are saying, like, I mean,
and I think that's way more than fair for the time and knowledge. Like I say, I know the obvious things that I need to take care of to clean up on my channel. And once I get to that point to where I feel, okay, now I did what I know to do, which obviously I got to do that first. When I get to that point, I will probably be messaging you and saying, hey, let me give you $25 and I'll tell me how I can improve upon what I already tried to do. Because I think it's a great value. I really do.
And it's not like, I'm not saying that I have any special information. Like I said, I've watched thousands of hours of YouTube videos, and that's how I learned. So if you want to watch thousands of hours of YouTube videos, you can learn everything I know. I'm not saying I know everything.
Yeah.
But if you want a consolidation of my knowledge that I've learned, and like Bluegrass Picker says, pinpointed to you and your specific channel and situation, that's worth $25, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be quite honest, just his resume alone speaks for itself. I mean, the fact that he's dealt with Rally Roots, the fact that he's dealt with Cincinnati Picker, you know what I mean? That speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Some of the biggest YouTube channels in our space, in our niche, he's helped grow. Not to mention the fact that his channel is completely free to go and watch and to learn from. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot from him. You know, I've even started storing my hats in unique places from watching his channel.
Stones About Ranger says Lonnie hasn't even responded to my multiple messages through eBay, email, Instagram, and YouTube over the last month about making a large purchase from him, and he still hasn't responded. Yeah, I don't want to throw him under the bus.
You know what I mean?
He's a very busy dude, you know, and I'm sure he gets hundreds of emails and eBay messages a day. So, you know, I'm trying to avoid that situation. I want to be as helpful as possible. That's my personality. I want that to be a part of my brand, but I also have to run a business.
And family flips
$5 an hour, you know, it's $25 for 45 minutes.
Right. Family flips. I imagine that's Joe. That's behind the name there. He says people always want something for free. You have to place value on your time, or people will take advantage of you. And that's very true. You know?
And the other thing is, like, while I'm willing to help anybody for free, like, I've never come out and said, hey, if you want to sit down for 45 minutes, anybody, you know what I mean? Like, people will send me like Facebook messages or emails, and I'll respond to the best of my knowledge, but I'm not offering like 45 minutes face to face, you know, at any given time throughout my day. You know, not that I wouldn't do that for a friend or whatnot, or, you know, but once I'm not even to the point where Josh is right now. You know what I mean? He has about 5,000 people all wanting to pick his brain at the same time, you know, and that would get overwhelming, and that would basically kill any productivity he has with his business and or YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's a supply and demand. Like I'm to the point now, I usually get about 3 emails a day of just people asking me questions, whether it be emails or Instagram direct message. And right now I can handle that. I answer those. But I'm sure, you know, once you get up to 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers and you have your contact information in the description of each video, like, it's a supply and demand. Like, the more people that want your information that you have to offer, the more you can charge for it. And again, like I said, it's not bad to make money from that. Like, I've put in the work of watching the content, and I've condensed that content into my brain. And now if you want to get a direct, you know, injection of that, I think $25 is fair. And like you said, if I just go out doing free 45-minute consultations for everybody, that's all I'll do, and I'll die of starvation.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's how I look at it. I mean, if you're giving up a solid 45 minutes of time, what value in items could you list on eBay at that point to make the money that you're not doing because you're giving up that time? You got to account for that time somehow. You can't, if you have a whole day of people that say, hey, review my YouTube for me, and you're just doing it out of the kindness of your heart, you're broke that day. You know, you got to pay your bills. You got your time is worth something.
Bearded Picker says 25 is cheap. It really is. Like, I think within 6 months or so, maybe less than that, I'll have to increase that. For my Patreon, like, I have 3 tiers. It's not live yet, so you can't buy anything. But the first tier is $10 a month, and for that you get one exclusive live stream. So, like, it's like my Friday live streams I do, but I'm going to do one just for Patreons, and you get a free Support Your Friends poster. I think there's one other thing in that. Second tier is $25 a month, and that gets you your name in the credits of all my YouTube videos. which I don't know how much. I might tweak these later, but you get your name in the credits, you get a free Harry Tornado t-shirt, and you get a free Support Your Friends poster, and you get 2 live streams per week. And then the next tier, I don't know if anybody's going to do it, it's $50 a month, and that includes a 30-minute coaching session every month. So $50 a month, 30 minutes a month, and you get everything else in the package. You get the shirt, you get the poster, you get the 2 live streams a week, and I might throw in a hoodie for the $50 one too. Maybe, I don't know, the hoodies are $25, so maybe not. But I'm trying to make it as valuable as possible. But yeah, I'm sure I'm going to have to increase my price eventually. But people, it's like we were talking earlier about like people getting mad at you for making profit. I think consultations are, obviously it's my biggest profit margin. It's 100% profit. I mean, I have to, it's 45 minutes of my time there's no cost of goods involved. But I mean, that's like, I'd make more money by selling a consultation than I would selling a hoodie, and it would cost less money. You buy a hoodie, it's $30 or so, like it's $25 plus shipping. You get consultation, $25. You get to talk to me for 45 minutes, help your business, and I make more profit. So it's another stream of income. If you want to do reselling and YouTube as a full-time job, you have to expand on the ways you're making money. And this is just me trying to do that. Wes Mack said he would charge $100 per hour, and he doesn't even make videos.
Yeah, I don't blame you there, Gary.
The one thing that people need to realize, like this, this is his full-time thing. I mean, this is how he eats, sleeps. I mean, not sleeps, but how he pays for everything. You know what I mean? His home, his bills, and everything else. So if he's just, going to take some time to really give you some amazing information and really pinpoint it, and he has the resume that he has, it's worth it if you need it.
Glock 30 fan says you make more spending 45 minutes at the bins. That's true, but I've got like 12 hours in a day, and I can't spend all 12 of those at the bins. I can spend my morning show with a lot of Josh and Suburban Beard. I can do my shipping. I can do 45 minutes at the bins, and I still got 6 hours to list and do 2 consultations. So I'm not sacrificing that time at the bins. And I can spend 45 minutes at the bins and find everything the bins has to offer that day, and then go home and do consultations after that. I'm not losing anything.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to get ready, guys, to do a giveaway here. So if you guys aren't subscribed and you haven't yet commented on the video that I dropped the link for just a minute ago, make sure you do so. That way you're eligible for the drawing. I'm literally going to do it like within 2 minutes. So click that link and comment on that real quick if you haven't, and then come back because I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do the live giveaway. So
just pick me. We'll call it even.
Yeah.
I hope that don't happen.
Yeah, that's true. He says your time is money. Thank you for the show. You're absolutely welcome, man. I enjoy doing
all
this.
of us should be listing right now, but we're hanging out with you guys. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
And if you want to get in the last minute super chat, I gave 5 earlier. Somebody's got to beat me.
I
So
appreciate
last
that,
couple
man.
minutes. Let's try to get another super chat here.
Always appreciated, never expected.
There you go, Reseller King.
Thanks.
Oh, that was the super. Okay, I missed that one.
So I'm going to share my screen here, guys, and we're going to do the giveaway. I was going to show you the video, but it's an ad, apparently. So let's go ahead and put this URL in there. Okay, so we got 51 unique commenters. Okay, Lucas is the winner. That's awesome. Lucas is actually the one who made my new logo for my YouTube channel. So thank you for that, Lucas, and definitely get a hold of me. I'm sure you're probably in the chat watching, but what he just won is a Picksburgh t-shirt, which I'm actually already giving him because he designed the logo for it. And he also gets $50 store credit to my eBay store to buy anything he wants, and I'll ship it to him. So congratulations, Lucas.
Yes.
Happy that you won, man.
It's a nice prize.
Yeah. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I love the logo too. Like, it's much better than the one I made in like a little paint program. Like 100 times better. But I appreciate all the support you guys have shown, and I couldn't have done this without you. You know, not that I've even gotten anywhere near close to what my goal is. You know, like, because when I do something, I want to do it like to the fullest. So this is just step one. You know, I've had several people tell me, okay, you got the 1K, now the real work begins. Which, you know, I'll probably have to eventually sit down for a consultation with Josh too, just to see.
I'll give you a discount.
Cool. Thanks, man. That's what's up. But yeah, I will be doing a video for hashtag Sarths, which was kind of the theme of the show. But that should come out within the next couple days. I think Tommy's going to also do one. Destiny, I think you should do one for the printing business. I think that'd be really cool. Because I'm actually going to order my mom's Christmas gift off of Tommy and Destiny. Because she like really likes custom, like thoughtful type gifts. I even had ordered a good friend of mine's birthday gift off of them, and Ashley and I just ordered some Disney custom shirts for when we're going to Disney next month, and we should be getting them probably today. So I'll be doing an unboxing video for that.
Tracking shows are out for delivery.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So we should get them probably by 3:00. That's when our mail normally comes here. But I highly suggest anybody that hasn't already purchased something from Tommy and Destiny, reach out to them. I do have Tommy, his channel linked in the bottom there, but I'm pretty sure just the bargaineffect@gmail.com is the easiest way to get a hold of him. And you guys can place your orders or whatnot. DC Sales also does really awesome work too. So I'm looking forward to seeing Dee's hashtag Sarts video too. She actually made me that really awesome license plate that I always like show off. It's on my van. And Nate, are you going to make a Sarts video?
Yeah, I plan on doing it.
Cool.
Hopefully I have good enough items to recommend to people to buy for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sure
you don't have to do 10. Like I did 10. And I think everybody else is doing 10, but you could do 5 or whatever. Like
I should be able to.
I just want it to be as easy as possible. Like the barrier to entry for this video, I want there to be none. So just make a video. Like I'm really surprised that 10 people have done it so far, and it's really awesome. So I've tried to do my best to go through and support each other. I haven't seen Kelly Ecom on Awards. I haven't seen hers yet. I think that's the only one I haven't watched. So I'm gonna go watch this as soon as this is over. See what she's got. I think she asked if she could put the video in the group, the Entrepre-Doers group. I'm sure that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to ever post stuff there, Tommy or Nate, are you able to drop a link to that group? Because I don't want to mess up my internet that I already have.
You got it, Nate?
Yeah, I got it.
You guys are welcome to always self-promote there. Anytime you drop a video, you're doing a live or anything. I know personally, if I see it and I'm available to go support you, I will definitely hop in there. But yeah, we just use that as a way to kind of tell you what's going to happen with the show, to support one another. You know what I mean? It's just one of those groups where you can ask questions, you can share what you're doing on YouTube or in life, and we're just there to kind of support one another. But we do have to wrap up the show because I want to honor our guests' time. And Josh, I just really appreciate you today for coming on and spending the morning with us.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, you're always welcome back on. And we still would like to have all the Joshes just to kind of, have a, fun little show where we compete or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here today. I hope you all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Tommy's channel.